The biting wind whipped snow across the busy highway, a relentless, gray world where headlights were fleeting suns. And there, half buried in a filthy drift by a signpost, was a small, trembling patch of gold. A puppy, barely weaned, was chained tightly to the cold metal pole. His chain was so short he could barely sit, let alone lie down. Each frantic shiver was a silent scream against the roaring indifference of the traffic. Cars rushed past in a spray of brown slush. A delivery van honked, speeding by. A sleek sedan with warm windows didn't even slow. The puppy's cries were swallowed by the engine roar. He had long stopped barking, his energy spent. He simply pressed his tiny, freezing body against the pole, his eyes, dark pools of confusion, closing against the stinging snow. Hope was a distant, forgotten concept. Then, a beat-up old sedan rattled and slowed, its indicator blinking hesitantly. It pulled over far ahead, a risky move on the icy shoulder. The door creaked open, and an old woman, her frame small beneath a heavy, worn-out coat, stepped out. She moved slowly, carefully against the gust of wind from the passing trucks, her gloved hand gripping her hat. Her name was Alara, and her own heart ached with old losses. She saw the golden fur, the hopeless slump of the tiny body, and her breath caught. Without a second thought for her own safety, she trudged through the snow, her old boots sinking. She fell to her knees before him, ignoring the cold seeping through her woolen trousers. The puppy flinched, too weak to even be afraid. Alara's gnarled, gentle hands worked quickly, her fingers numb as she fumbled with the frozen, cruel clasp of the chain. "There now, little one," she whispered, her voice a soft melody against the traffic's roar. "I've got you." The clasp gave way. She didn't hesitate. She unzipped her heavy coat, tucked the ice-cold, shivering puppy inside against her frail, warm chest, and zipped it back up, creating a cocoon of safety. He let out a tiny, weak sigh, a sound of pure relief. Standing up slowly, Alara cradled the precious weight against her heartbeat. She didn't look back at the pole or the rushing cars. She walked carefully to her car, got in, and turned the heat on high. As the car filled with warmth, a small, pink tongue weakly licked her hand from inside her coat. And for the first time in what felt like forever for both of them, a flicker of hope, warm and undeniable, began to grow. He was no longer helpless. She was no longer alone. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.